Namaste, namaste. I'm here. Welcome to the 20-minute core and breath practice. I am so running out of steam today, but I wanted to do this episode because it's really important for us to connect and know that we are capable of creating our strengths. So let's begin with just a seat first. Today what we need is just your attitude, your intentions, and of course, being here in this present moment with the fullness of your breath. Now, we're going to play around in the structures of really coring in, obviously coring in. So be loving towards yourself, no matter what state of your physical being that you're in. Some of us are super fit, some of us are super not fit, and that's okay. Beginning for yoga therapeutics means that you are learning to slow down and honor those body parts that need to slow down and to spark up those body parts that need to wake up from being atrophied. Okay, so today's practice, let's just sit for a moment with a big breath of gratitude, literally gratitude. I thank myself for being on the mat, for being here to say yes to practice, for feeling the fullness of my breath in my belly, for opening my heart, for being here now. Okay? Om Namah Shivaya. So today's practice, we are going to dance between plank and down dog. So that means your wrists are going to be, this is called extension, this is called flexion. So they're going to be an extension. Extension does require you to have, quite a bit of flexibility in your wrists. Some of you do not have that. I understand that, so you're going to work towards it. So let's just start off in a tabletop. Some will have to choose to, because the wrists do not like 90 degrees. Like this is 90 degrees where my shoulder's right over my wrists, and that's plank pose. Down dog has a little bit less of a 90 degree, or greater degree, it's like 120, if you want to get technical. So when you're in your plank, I see a lot of people on their knuckles. That is a possibility if that's where you need to be because of somebody suggests that you don't do yoga because of wrist extension, then be on your knuckles. Some of you can just simply take the edge of a blanket for the heel of your hand, and that will play a role in taking the 90 degrees off your wrists and some cushion here. So what happens is our hands get, there's carpal tunnel, there's all kinds of diseases of the hands, same with the feet. Yeah, if you reel it in, your hands and your feet need to spread. The tarsals and phalanges and the metacarpals and metatarsals need your attention. So the practice is important, not to not do it because your wrists hurt or your ankles hurt. You want to be able to do it mindfully to work through the injuries to get to a more sovereign, balanced, optimal you. So it's going to take your practice. So do what you need to do to set yourself up for tabletop, first of all. Got it? So once you're in that tabletop, knit the belly button in, even if you have a Ben & Jerry's belly like I have. I had my winter fluffies. It will come off, I hope. No judging. So make sure your hands are as wide as your yoga mat, literally. Pinky finger can be off the mat. Your elbow creases do face, not each other. The thumb and index finger to make the upper arms externally rotate, to make your collarbone broad, to keep your chest open, and it's more optimal that way. So from that place, knit the belly button in, hover the knees for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and then start to lift your hips up. Bend your knees and lift your heels and just pedal your feet, sway your hips, keep the tone of the belly, keep the neck extending, grip the mat with your base knuckle index fingers, creating a suction cup with your palms. And then on your next in-breath, bring your shoulders directly over your wrists, maybe walk your feet back because we started in tabletop for your plank. Now plank is you lift your inner thighs back and apart, then you lengthen your tailbone towards your heels and extend through the crown of the head. Your elbow creases are facing your index finger and thumb. You're pressing your spine up towards the sky as you press your thigh bones and lengthen your tailbone and lift and extend through the cervical spine. Then on your exhalation, you're going to move into your down dog, hinging at the hips and extending at the or flexing at the shoulders. So now we're going to Extend at the shoulders and extend at the hips. Flexion is what I meant to say for the first round. Flexion of the shoulders. Oh boy, you could tell I'm at the end of my day. So you're coming into plank as you in-breath. Exhale to down dog. So you'll notice what parts of your anatomy are moving, and you can make this your definitely 10-minute workout. And I said this in class this week. Every morning, if you wanted to do something for 30 days or 40 days, this creates strength because you're hugging in. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, keep on going. You're doing this for like as many rounds as you could pop into this. If you wanted a greater challenge, you could do this all with a slippery floor, obviously, a floor, not a carpeted floor, and a blanket on a slippery floor surface. And you can do your plank and your down dog on the blanket without it moving. So I'm going to move it there. So you're having to really hug your toes and your fingers towards the midline, hugging in so you're not sliding up like that. You got it? So you do you. You're still doing your tabletop. I'm not doing that one. I'm too tired. I've been working out since 7 this morning. Back and forth. You've got it. Feeling that energy. Okay, now on your next in-breath in your plank, let's lower the right knee. Just the right knee. You're still in your plank. Pivot on the right knee. Take your left inner edge of your left foot to the mat and open up through the left arm. So this is all wildly nicely, and we've done this before. Make sure your right toes are secure on the floor, so is the inner edge of your dorsiflex left foot, because now you're going to pick up your right knee and bend that right knee towards your chest, and then extend it straight out in front of you. Land it on the outer edge of your right foot. Reassess your feet, inner edge of left foot, outer edge of right foot, as you press the floor away with your right hand and open up your chest. And then exhale through the left hand, bending the right knee into your chest, moving into your 3-limb down dog. And then exhale back into down dog and inhale into your plank. Exhale your knees to the floor and child's pose or Virasana. So you get where we're going, eh? Mm-hmm. So be very kind to yourself wherever you are in your practice. Breathe that constant breath of in and out breathing. Breathe in love. Breathe out gratitude. Come back into your tabletop. Hover the knees. Find your down dog. In-breath to plank. Exhale to down dog. And continue to move through a down dog and a plank. This is meditation in motion. Oh, here comes Tyson with the ball. In breath and out breath. And then eventually let's come back into our plank. Lower the left knee. Pivot on the left toes. Inner breath through the right leg. Oh yeah, you got it. And so you'll see the security through the balls of that left foot. The security through that left arm. The inner edge of my right foot. And then I pick up the left knee. Secure, and then draw it in towards my chest, then kick it out to that right side of the mat, and then open up the chest for a big, wonderful thunder power. Hello, how are you? Yes. And then exhale, release the right hand, pivot to the balls of the left foot, bend that left knee into the chest, downward dog it, 3-limb down dog, and then exhale, release the left foot, and in breath to plank, and we're going to keep on going, right knee down, pivot right knee, right toes off the mat, inner edge of the left foot. Reach up through that right arm. Oh, singing songs. Or did I say right? Left arm, left leg. Pick up the right knee. Extend it forward. Open yourself up. Exhale that left hand down. Pivot to the balls of the left foot. Bring the right knee into your chest. In-breath it up towards the sky. Exhale it down. In-breath plank. Lower left knee, pivot, left toes off the mat, inner edge of your right foot, right arm goes up, feel secure through the foot, knee out to the side, open up, thunderstorms coming, release the right hand, pivot to the left toes, you've got it, right? Plank it, you've got it, right knee, pivot right knee, left foot, open up, pick up the left knee, right knee, bring it up, Kick it out. Open up the chest. Release that hand down. Pivot to the balls of the left foot. Bend that left knee into your chest, or right knee into your chest. 3-limb down dog. Plank it. If you need to reassess your feet in that, please do. Lower left knee. Pivot left knee. Inner edge of right foot. If I get my lefts and rights mixed up, just keep on going with your flow, because I will do that today. Pick up that left leg, kick it out, open up. Like, see if you can open up before you touch down. Then you bring that left knee in. 3-limb down dog. Take it down, plank it. Right knee, go as slow as you can so it's methodical. It's not rushing yourself. Remember, this is yoga therapeutics. You want to be able to feel secure. Pick it up, extend it out, open it up, reach it down, and it becomes methodical, like you're moving through molasses. If you need a break, please take a break and come right back to the movement and the rooting and the rising and the security, the playfulness, and make it your own dance. Oh, you will feel shoulders and all kinds of things over this. Your breath can change as it needs to. So you're really dancing technically through your hands and your feet. Of course you are. You're feeling it. Are you getting the structures? And don't worry if you're not quite getting it all just yet. It's just, it's a practice. Like, this side is my side that I'm like, I have to really pay attention to the details of it because it needs my attention more. Good. And once you've completed both sides, a little child's pose of Virasana for a few moments, just to bring yourself upright and go, wow, and to get off your wrists. So like I said, wrists, they will get stronger. I massaged a couple of people today, did a squat workout today. My son's really into his exercises today, so yeah, I can feel all kinds of things. So reminding yourself to pace yourself and do what it is that you need to do in order to feel the success of your practice. Because pushing and shoving does not work, but pulling and, oh my God, push and pull. But it's like pressing and drawing in is what we use in the yoga word. So you're hugging in and you're expanding out. It's like push and pull in weight training. So if you've taken a break, get right back into it. Join me to do a couple more on each side, okay? Because the more you can practice it, the stronger those muscles will get, because you'll awaken them, Goji receptors, and everything's going to say, hey, this person's got it. So finding your downward dog to your plank, if you haven't already, use that one knee to pivot, kickstand it, open up, pick it up, extend it methodically so you're in control. You are in control. Squeeze it in, 3-limb, back down. It becomes meditation in motion. It really, truly does. You start to really give yourself more honorable space for, say, I call them not necessarily mistakes, but lessons in what your body needs, and meet your needs, because nobody else will. So you got to meet your body's needs. You've got to be able to partake in this so that you feel secure and safe. You feel secure and safe within your own choices. And yes, this is a physical exercise that requires your full attention in the now moment. Are you feeling that? So you're just switching from side to side. Again, take a rest at any point that you feel like, oh, I need to take a break. Like, I cannot wait for restorative and breath practice. You can hear some white noise in the background, probably my son kicking a ball around with a baseball bat. And that's a thing too, even in your own personal space, you might have distractions. Stay with your practice. Stay with your practice. I'm going to do one more on each side. You can too, or take a breather. This side is truly getting stronger now. I can feel it getting the grip. And yes, it does take a lot of work through the limbs, the shoulders, the wrists. But you will get it. You will succeed. Tyson, you can't see him, but he's laying with the ball in his mouth right in front of me. Okay, I'm just going to end this side. Coming into tabletop and then sitting back into Virasana for this last part. So once you're done and you come to sit on your shins, open your knees up. My hair's a mess too. And then rise up onto your shins. Bring your big toes to touch. So you're creating like a pyramid. So your knees are going to go wider, big toes are touching. You're going to tone that belly button in. Tone that belly button in. Okay? Lengthen the tailbone down. And then leaning back. So your quads are activating. That's your front femur, bone, leg muscles. So you're literally keeping your neck neutral and your lumbar spine neutral. And you're pressing up with your shins. Yeah. Leaning it back as you in-breath, exhaling, coming up, or vice versa. You can have your hands in any place that you prefer to have them in, and you're pressing up from your shins. You do you. A couple more rounds of this. It's something to get you off your wrists. So equally, difficult to be on your shins and your ankles. So a lot of you don't have this full extension of your ankles, meaning plantar flexion. It's a work in progress, right? Sit back on your heels, take a deep breath. I'm going to find that bolster of mine, and then come to sit. And we're going to end this practice with a Kapalabhati because it's so important to come back and stay connected with the diaphragm, the breath, and the movement of composting all of that excess of carbon dioxide, especially today, and all that stale oxygen that gets stored in there when we're anxious because we're living in a perpetuated fear world where you must take the fear and make a choice to let it go. Say, thank you, but I got this. So diaphragmatic breathing is important. So what this is, you're going to go exhale, just focusing on the exhale. About 30 rounds of exhalations from the diaphragm, and we'll do 3 rounds of that. Okay, so I like to keep my hand on my thighs because it's almost evening. No, it's not, it's just a rainstorm coming in, a thunderstorm. Palms up for daytime, palms down for evening. You can do mudras if you like. And also you can hold your diaphragm just to know that that's where you're pumping the exhalations from, okay? So sitting up nice and tall, just take a full breath in, a little, we'll run through it just quickly for a second. No quickly, but take a deep breath in and go like this. Okay? So you're using the muscles here. Now let's do 30 rounds of that. So take a deep breath in. Hold and retain the fullness of your lungs. Now using your diaphragm. Some of you can go faster. Some of you need to go slower to keep your shoulders from moving around for about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Hold and retain that breath. Then let it out as you wish. Yeah. Let's do 2 more rounds of this one, okay? Take a deep breath in. Hold, retain. When you're ready, exhale through the sinuses. Use your diaphragm. Fifteen, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Hold and retain. Let it go. Let's do one more of those. Big breath in. Hold and retain. And when you're ready, so let's do the sinuses, pumping that diaphragm for another 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Hold, retain, and then let it out. Wow. And just be breathing freely. Feel the difference. So as a beginner, you might not feel very much because you weren't really in control of the diaphragm yet. As you practice, you get stronger and stronger. So for now, let's end this beautiful practice by rubbing your hands together. Feel the rub, rub, rub. And then placing your interlaced fingers across your heart center, thanking yourself for being on the mat today and practicing Om Namah Shivaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. From my light to your light. Keep on practicing. Namaste. I'll see you in the next episodes. This next one I'm doing is Restore, Breathe, and Meditate. I am whacked. I'm wiped. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you in the next ones.